Welcome back to Project 94 for another Diecast review on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Denny Hamlin's 2018 Sports Clips Haircuts Darlington Throwback Toyota Camry number 18 from the Xfinity series. And it's going to be a really interesting retro diecast review. So we've reviewed a lot of the modern diecasts and now it's time to do something retro. So without further ado, let's start this diecast review on this Denny Hamlin car. And yeah, believe it or not, this number 18 is Denny Hamlin. He ran in the Xfinity Series number 18 car during the Darlington Throwback weekend. And this is the paint scheme he chose and that Joe Gibbs Racing decided on. Of course, this right here is a tribute to J.D. Gibbs, who had passed away. And of course, J.D. Gibbs was a big part of Denny Hamlin's career in NASCAR. So to see this car being made is really cool. And as far as I know, this car was canceled in the 1/64 scale Gold Series. I'm not quite sure if the 1/24 of this car was made. But this car is more than likely, I think this one's an exclusive. The only way you can get this one, if you're a Denny Hamlin fan, you're looking for this, is the NASCAR Authentics, one of the waves from the 2018 model year, which is really interesting to note. Now, this car right here, of course, obviously being a J.D. Gibbs throwback, the paint scheme that this is doing a throwback of is the 1998 J.D. Gibbs Carolina Turkey number 42 Pontiac Grand Prix. And that's quite interesting that this car is actually that. However, the colors were altered on this car. We'll get more into detail on that later. So you got number 18 right there. No Joe Gibbs Racing logo right there. Of course, you got Toyota Camry in the front, the old style Camry. This was back when the Xfinity series was still running the old Camry because they could not quite figure out how to get the 2017-2018 Camry to work on the Xfinity car. But we're in much better places now with the modern Toyota Xfinity cars. We have Supras now, so that's a big upgrade. You got Sports Clips Haircuts right there. Of course, it's Authentics car, no banner, nothing like that, nothing special. You got Moog, Mal, and let's see. These are when the cars used to have contingencies. What does that say? Competition something down there. Got Edelbrock, Sunoco. Of course, retro Goodyears, the white Goodyears for this throwback. Of course, you got the Goodyear in yellow right there. Mechanics Wear, Duralast Brakes, K&N, Simpson, Mobile One, Holly, MSV. Got NASCAR Xfinity Series right there. You got the NASCAR throwback logo right there. You got number 18, J.D. Gibbs, Toyota, Coca-Cola, Interstate Batteries, and Joe Gibbs Racing. Got Mag Tools, Freightliner, Sherwin-Williams, Lincoln Welders. You got Sports Clips Haircuts, pretty plain here by the C-post and the rear quarter. So it's not a lot of sponsors other than Sports Clips on this car. On the back, you have Camry XSE, Extra Special Edition. Of course, you got the Camry, the old school taillights. Of course, you got Sports Clips, the rear view camera, the number 18, Toyota. The deck lid says, Help a Hero. And of course, on the roof, it has Sports Clips Haircuts. So now it's going to be time to go over the paint scheme. Now, I'm looking at the picture of the actual cars this is doing a throwback of. The base color has been altered. Well, not even the base color, because they spray painted this car red, and then they put this, like, it's almost like a limeish green, bright, like, it's definitely trying to look silver, but it's got, like, a bluish greenish tint to it. It's not really a minty green. It's actually way lighter. It's like a super, like, odd bubblegum, bright blue, green, whitish, greenish, brightish color. Not quite sure how to describe this one to you guys, but it is definitely some type of retro sky blue, maybe? Which is kind of interesting because the original car, I'm looking at it right now on the computer, that car was silver. I have to double fact check that. Let me just pull up a picture right here next to me. Okay, so it kind of, looking at it now, that car kind of did look like that, but it looked more on the silver side, more than anything. And it was metallic. This is just a gloss wrap. So that is kind of different. So they kind of altered this car, and also, if you're looking at the green, or what should be green. This red here, anything red on this car, the black and white is fine where it is, but the red was actually green on this car. For the Carolina, it looks like it's the Carolina Turkey one. It's almost like, it's quite altered actually. The scheme itself looks exactly the same template-wise, but the original car was a different color base, almost. And of course the red was green to match Carolina Turkeys, which is not on this car. And the font looks like it's the same. That car was number 42. Looks like it. The picture of it looks like the 42. And that font looks to be the same. It's just kind of hard to compare the fonts when they're a different number, but it looks to be the right font. Of course, you have the black outline with the white number fill-in and the red outline with the white number fill-in on the roof. Of course, the back has the same 18 that's on the sides and the front. And now to look at the paint scheme itself. So they did alter two major parts, the base and of course the secondary color. The white and black was actually ran like this. And of course, the side door numbers are accurate because on the original car, it looks like those numbers are black. While on the roof where it's red here was green, so that kind of looks to be accurate. So that's good news for you guys that want accurate throwbacks. So on the front, you have a black splitter, of course, a black spoiler. You got a red, like, circular pattern wrapping around the Toyota Camry front end. It's different than the Pontiac, of course. It's very similar, actually. Toyotas have always been similar to Pontiac, in my opinion, for, I don't know, it just looks similar to me. With the white outline, very thin, with the red nose on this car. And, of course, on the side, the red is going to go across the side skirt, spike up towards the rear wheel, and spike towards all the way to the back. Of course, you got a long triangle. Very, very long and black with the white outline and another white swoosh. This is a thicker swoosh on the upper part of the triangle than on the side. The side's very thin, but the upper part very, very bold. Very bold. So yeah, that is really cool. This is actually a really nice scheme. I actually do like this car a lot. Of course, the whole back of it is red. Of course, at the C post it stops. Very cool that they actually made the B post, I'd like to say that is. Instead of just going over it with a black wrap, they actually gave it the color of the car, which is really, really cool. They didn't paint that, they just left it alone. I really like that. Of course, the American Ethanol logos that I sometimes forget to point out, although they are on every NASCAR diecast. You got a little chip. Yeah, this is kind of a used car. I did kind of use it a little bit, but at the same time, Lionel did ship this with some minuscule errors, but they're not big. This car actually, quality-wise, looks pretty good, other than, of course, a little scuffs. Probably came from storage, but I figured I'd bust this one out to give you guys a retro throwback, because I'm pretty sure you Denny Hamlin fans are wondering where some of his diecast reviews are, and, of course, I'm making one. And I gotta tell you guys, this is a really, really cool throwback. And the fact that it's got J.D. Gibbs' name, they didn't even put Denny Hamlin, they actually put J.D. Gibbs. So this car, literally, if you're making a stop motion for an Xfinity series or something, and you're doing like an old style Xfinity, you literally can put anyone you want in this car. You really can, because there's no FedEx anywhere on this car. I don't think there is. I looked. Yeah, no FedEx. So this could literally be anyone's car, which really brought up the value of this diecast back then, because when people did their stop motions and didn't have a driver's name in particular, it just had J.D. Gibbs, which is just a tribute of it. Anyone can use it, and that actually makes the value of this car a lot better. This is a really good release. So good on Lionel for getting this car made in the NASCAR Authentics line. This is a really, really cool one. Denny Hamlin fans are probably going to be looking for this one. So you got a 360 view. Here's the front of the car. Here's the hood. Here's the right side. Here's the back. It's the deck lid. It's the roof. It's the left side and the chassis. And that, my friends, is going to do it for the Denny Hamlin 2018 J.D. Gibbs Sports Clips Darlington Throwback. Sports Clips has always been good with their throwbacks. Just a lot of the time, they just alter the colors to match their red and black theme, which is understandable. Would have been nice to get the green and the actual silver with the correct font and all that for the sponsor and all that, but at least they got the number font changed. That's a good part of this throwback, and the template was accurate. Other than the colors being off, of course, because it has to match Sports Clips. And it's a more modern wrap. But it's still a really nice car. Not sure how you can get this one. Unlike all the newer diecast reviews where you can get it off of Plan B, this one you might have to go for it on eBay. And that is not a guarantee that you'll find this very easily. This, I can imagine, was a rare car to get back in the day. And I remember getting this one at the Lionel Racing retail store. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to find this anymore. But if you do, pick it up. It's a really solid diecast. So thank you all for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe for more content here on Project 94. We're upping up the energy. We're bringing up the production. We're going to try to make more videos, make more improvements, and go forward with it. So thank you all for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next diecast review. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts. And a tribute to JD Gibbs, Coy Gibbs, and the Joe Gibbs Racing family. Just to think that, I'm going to add one more part if any of you all decided to stay. Joe Gibbs has lost two of his sons, JD Gibbs and Coy Gibbs. Almost at the same age. That is just, my heart goes out to Joe Gibbs Racing, and Ty Gibbs, and the whole Gibbs family. So, this review can kind of be a tribute to the Gibbs family, now that I think of it, because this is a part of Joe Gibbs Racing's history, is this paint scheme right here. This is a very, very special one. Unfortunately, I did not have the actual Turkey's car to compare this to, but hope you guys still enjoyed it, and just keep the Gibbs family in your heart going into this year. Thank you all for watching.